Most people throw away a glass bottle and never think about what happens next. But what if I told you that same bottle can be melted, reborn, and put back on store shelves in as little as 30 days? What if I also told you the process is so hot, so loud, and so powerful that it transforms mountains of broken glass into glowing rivers of liquid material strong enough to last for centuries? Today you're going inside the massive world of industrial glass recycling, where millions of bottles are crushed, purified, melted, and reshaped into brand new products with almost zero waste. Before we dive in, hit subscribe now so you never miss the insane science behind everyday things. Glass is one of the rare materials on Earth that can be recycled endlessly without losing quality. Metal loses purity, plastic gets weaker, but glass? Glass can be reborn 1,000 times. And that's why recycling factories work non-stop, day and night, feeding enormous furnaces with tens of thousands of tons of old bottles. The entire system starts long before anything reaches the factory, at the moment someone finishes a drink and tosses it into a recycling bin. Once collected, the bottles travel by trucks to huge sorting facilities. Each load is dumped onto vibrating conveyor belts, where the real transformation begins. Workers and automated machines first remove anything that isn't glass: caps, labels, plastic rings, stray trash, even stones. Industrial separators blast air to blow away lighter materials while metal detectors grab steel caps and aluminum pieces. The goal is to end up with pure glass only. Nothing else can enter the furnace because even a tiny piece of metal can ruin an entire batch. The machines are so sensitive that they can detect objects smaller than a coin, while the conveyor belt is moving at full speed. After sorting, the bottles travel to massive crushers. This is where the bottles meet their first dramatic moment. Spinning hammer mills smash the glass into small fragments called cullet. Think of cullet as raw material, tiny glass pieces ready to melt. Factories prefer cullet because it melts faster than full bottles and saves a huge amount of energy. For every 10% of cullet mixed in, energy consumption drops by about 3%. Some factories use more than 90% cullet, making the process extremely efficient. Once crushed, the cullet goes through cleaning stations. High-pressure jets wash away label glue, dirt, and any micro residue. Optical sensors scan the cullet by color: clear, amber, and green. Each color gets separated because mixing them produces lower quality results. Cameras detect the shade of every single piece at lightning speed, and tiny air nozzles fire microblasts to push each fragment into its correct category. The precision is insane. Thousands of pieces sorted every second. When the cullet is clean and color sorted, it's finally ready for the heart of the operation: the melting furnace. These furnaces are industrial monsters running at around 1,500 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, the cullet doesn't just melt. It becomes a lava-like river of glowing orange material. The inside of the furnace looks like a scene from a volcano, but it's carefully controlled so the melted glass flows smoothly into the next stage. From the furnace, the glowing liquid enters 4 hearth channels, where its temperature is adjusted so it can be shaped. Any fluctuation, even a few degrees, can ruin the final product. Temperature control systems constantly monitor and correct heat levels because perfect glass requires perfect conditions. Next comes forming, the moment molten glass turns into actual objects. The liquid flows into precision molds, and compressed air blows it into shape. In the case of bottles, this blow-and-blow process happens in 2 steps. First, a small pre-bottle shape is created, called a parison. Then it enters the final mold, where air pressure expands it into the exact dimensions of the finished bottle. Machines do this so fast that some lines produce up to 600 bottles per minute. Every second counts, and every bottle must be identical. Freshly shaped bottles are still extremely hot and fragile, so they move directly into an annealing oven called a layer. This long tunnel slowly cools the glass, preventing internal stress that could cause cracks. It's like taking a glass bottle from the surface of the sun and letting it relax over the course of an hour. The slow cooling gives the bottle strength and durability. Once cooled, the bottles go through a detailed inspection. High-speed cameras check for cracks, bubbles, uneven surfaces, or tiny defects invisible to the human eye. Any flawed bottle is rejected instantly and sent back to the crusher to be melted again. Nothing is wasted. Perfect bottles move on to packaging, where robotic arms stack them in neat groups. Finally, trucks transport them to bottling companies, ready to be filled with drinks or other products. What began as trash only days earlier becomes brand new, shiny containers. One of the most impressive things about glass recycling is how much energy and resources it saves. Melting old glass requires significantly less heat than making brand new glass from sand, soda ash, and limestone. This reduction cuts emissions, saves raw materials, and reduces the need for mining. Every ton of recycled glass conserves over a ton of natural resources. And because glass can be recycled endlessly, it fits perfectly into a circular economy where nothing is wasted. Thanks to advanced technology, some factories operate so efficiently that their furnaces melt nearly 500 tons of cullet every single day. Automated systems monitor the entire process, adjusting temperatures, flow rates, and quality checks with incredible accuracy. Human workers supervise, repair, and guide the system, but most of the heavy labor is handled by machines built for non-stop operation. What once took an enormous workforce can now be done through robotics, sensors, thermal cameras, and computer systems that track everything. These improvements not only speed up recycling, but also increase safety. Furnaces this hot are dangerous, so automation reduces the need for workers to get too close. The entire journey, from discarded bottle to new bottle, is a perfect example of engineering meeting sustainability. It shows that some of the best solutions to environmental problems aren't futuristic. They already exist, and they're working at massive scale every day. But the system still depends on one simple action: people actually recycling their glass. When people throw bottles into the trash, factories can't use them. Even the most advanced recycling line needs raw material, and that starts with individuals making the right choice. That's why understanding this process matters. It's not just about seeing giant crushers, glowing furnaces, and robotic arms. It's about realizing how a small action at home connects to a massive industrial chain that keeps resources in use and reduces waste. Every bottle recycled is one less bottle in a landfill and one more bottle reborn with almost zero environmental cost. Before we wrap up, hit subscribe again if you want more videos showing the hidden systems powering our world. Your support helps the channel grow and lets me keep bringing deep dives into processes that usually stay unseen. This channel breaks everything down in simple, clear explanations while staying focused on the topic. No side stories, no filler, just the pure, behind-the-scenes reality of how things work. Now you know exactly how millions of glass bottles get recycled in giant factories, turning broken waste into brand new products that return to shelves in just weeks. A complete loop made possible by advanced engineering, intense heat, precise sorting, and the endless recyclability of glass.